The Joe Rogan Experience.
Well, he did have a conversation with Eddie Murphy when Eddie Murphy got in trouble with Bill Cosby, rather. It's a famous story because Bill Cosby was telling Eddie Murphy he was too dirty. He was telling him to clean it up while he was raping people.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Drugging women and then giving out comedy advice. Telling them you're too dirty.
Yeah. Telling Dr. Doolittle to watch his mouth.
Well, he became Dr. Doolittle, but back then he was Eddie Murphy Raw.
Yeah.
This is actually before Raw, and he put it in Raw. He
so
put
did
it in
Bill Cosby.
You son of a bitch. Yeah, it was one of the bits in Raw was Richard Pryor calling him up. He goes, "Do the people laugh? Do you get paid? Well, tell Bill to have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up."
Wow.
That's what he said. Like he did a Bill Cosby impression. And by the way, people forget how good Eddie Murphy's impressions are. They're fucking insanely good.
Yeah.
And his Cosby was amazing. So he's doing this Cosby impression, then he does a Pryor impression. Fuck, man.
Is he still coming back? Is that still a thing?
Supposedly, we can only cross our fingers. Be great for everybody.
Yeah.
Great for everybody. I hope he blows the fuck up. I hope he fills Madison Square Garden and murders, and they do a giant Netflix special there, and it's just 10 times better than Raw. He can do it. Guy's still healthy, still smart as a whip, still looks fucking great. We went over it on the podcast the other day. Guy is 58 years old, looks like he's 35. He looks amazing. So healthy.
You think he would still push it to the limit, or do you think he would just have smart bits about common things like life or whatever?
He would push it to the limit of who he is today.
Yeah.
He's not this 20-year-old kid anymore like he was in Delirious. Delirious, he was really young. I mean, I want to say he was 22 or something. How old was he when he filmed Eddie Murphy Delirious? We were in high school. Okay, so I was probably 17 or 18. I might have just graduated high school. I think it was 85 or 86.
22?
He was 22. Dude, are you crazy?
Oh, my God.
22 years old. 22 years old. And by the way, that's his first. He had another one right afterwards. I mean, Raw wasn't that long afterwards. Yeah.
22.
So his perspectives were of a, young, wild 22-year-old dude in the 80s who's super duper crazy famous.
Yeah.
When you say, would he push it now? Yeah, he'd push it now, but he'd push it now as 58-year-old Eddie Murphy just calling bullshit on things. Just what's nonsense, what's stupid, and the impressions. And I hope he has 20 minutes on Bill Cosby. I hope he just opens up, when I was 22, Bill Cosby called. It just has a fucking epic bit.
He hosts SNL next week.
Oh, Eddie Murphy does?
Yeah.
Ooh, wow. So he'll do a little bit of stand-up there.
Hopefully, yeah.
100%. He's going to do a monologue,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
God damn, I bet that's going to be excellent.
Wasn't he the
tune
guy?
in.
Wasn't he the guy that David Spade made the falling star joke about?
No, what was the falling star joke? I mean, maybe. What was the falling star?
Back on SNL days, David Spade had that Hollywood Minute segment, and he made a controversial joke about Eddie because I guess Eddie had just left SNL or something like that. And he goes, "Hey, everybody, look, a falling star." I think it was Eddie Murphy.
Oh, Eddie left SNL way before that. Way before David Spade's career. Way before. Dude, when I was hanging out with Phil Hartman, that was in the 80s. Oh, it is about Eddie Murphy about that? This David Spade joke that kept Eddie Murphy off SNL for 2 decades. Huh. So maybe it was because of his movies. It was definitely quite a bit after he had left the show. Because he had left the show when Delirious was out.
Yeah, he said in an interview in 2011 that they said some shitty things to him a couple times after he left.
Right, but it was quite a bit after he left.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he just left and then David Spade came on board. I don't think that was the timing. I think David Spade was on way later. By the way, look at that little boy pretending to be David Spade.